that was awesome by Mark. That's the first time that I've seen those dances there, but I was pretty impressed. So thanks for coming out today to see me here and hear me out on GamerzArena and what we're doing here today. So GamerzArena is an esports platform that generates traffic for video game studios, brands, and influencers, as well as the ability to engage and have the users, as Mark mentioned, interact and play in those games and in contests the way that esports professionals do today. So as I mentioned, this is a new opportunity for everyday gamers to monetize their gameplay through what they're already doing. They're already spending 4 hours a night playing Fortnite or Madden or whatever game that is their choice. And this is a way for us to add on an element where they're able to start monetizing that gameplay by just continuing to play that game. For game studios and brands, we're a traffic generator that gives them an opportunity to meet those gamers at a passion point, at a place that they love, where they spend hours upon hours every day playing that game closed off to the rest of the world. This is a place where brands can then back enter into that world. So look at the industry and the market size and what really the opportunity of the video game space is in general here. If you take a look at the total sports market size in this past year, it's $147 billion. The video game space is $149 billion. With that, in 2020, it's projected to jump to $144 billion a year per the software sales alone. So that's removing anything in terms of hardware or physical tools that people would use to game. So it's already hit that point where it's starting to transcend and take over the traditional sports market. Globally, you're looking at 2.6 billion people that play video games across mobile, console, or PC. And to talk a little bit about that demographic, in the United States, the 18 to 24-year-old male demographic consumed more esports and video game streaming last year than they did the big four traditional sports. So it is truly starting to shift at that age group right there. Give you a little bit of an idea here. When you look at the social interactions from athletes in April of 2018, you see at number 3, Shaquille O'Neal. We all know Shaq and his social reach that he has. Cristiano Ronaldo, who's one of the biggest soccer players in the world, came in at number 2. Tyler Ninja Blevins, who many of you may have heard from your kids or your grandkids, Ninja, and a lot of those dances come from. He was number 1, is just continuing to skyrocket up there as all the visibility is really starting to come in. And you have gamers starting to come in from the bottom too, starting to bump out those traditional big 4 athletes. Looking at the opportunity that we have presented with us here today, is right now there's not an outlet for everyday gamers to begin monetizing their gameplay outside of what they can do with streaming on Twitch or YouTube. They want to play at their own pace as well. They don't want to necessarily have to compete against another person in real time for cash. We provide an ability for them to compete in contests at their own pace. Studios and publishers, there's great benefit to having individuals live streaming their video game play. And right now, they can't force their users to stream on some platforms, Twitch or YouTube. They can't access contests or their video games across multiple different platforms. So they have different platforms such as PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. They're not able to reach all of those users together. They also can't engage their entire audience in the way that we're looking to provide that outlet for. For brands, they're having a lot of trouble penetrating that 18 to 20, 34-year-old demographic, as the millennial audience is more dismissive of traditional brand marketing and spend, where they don't really want to hear what they have to say. They want to be advertised in a way that's very organic and for something that they would actually see applied to them. So for us, what we provide are video game contests for individuals to compete for cash and prizes in a number of different video games. So users can participate on any game title that they want that we offer on the platform that can be live streamed via the platform Twitch. Every single one of our entries must be live streamed on Twitch, and this provides us the ability to capture the network effect as each individual that goes on and competes in one of our contests then in turn is broadcasting their gameplay out to the world, where then they can activate every single person that's watching them because they want to get their chance to play for cash as well, and in turn, they become live streamers on our behalf as well. For us, We're one of the first platforms out there that allow for cross-platform contests. We're able to facilitate PlayStation, Xbox, PC all together in one contest. That gives brands great opportunity to reach the entire audience, as well as video game studios to activate their entire user base. We provide heightened confidence for brands to engage in esports, which is an extremely hot topic right now today, as well as reach these individuals in that passion point, as I had mentioned. It's a place where people will be more receptive to Coca-Cola coming and saying to an individual, I want to pay you potentially $10,000 to go play Fortnite. That's something that's much more appealing than a traditional commercial that they may not even be watching on television. With our technology that we have, so individuals will be live streaming on Twitch, come onto our platform, select the contest that they want to compete in, select start contest entry on the site, we connect to their stream, they go ahead and then they play. Once they're finished with the entry that they want us to count, they hit finish entry on the site, and then we're able to automatically verify those results, place them onto the leaderboard. Once those contests are finished and all the entries have been verified, it's automatically paid out into their accounts, which they can then withdraw. Talking on our traction a little bit today, so we're at 35,000 users. We've generated a ton of total stream time here. We are a global company, so we are about 55% US and 45% international. We have 96 different countries represented. Some of the largest followings that we have from users, one of our active users, 103,000 followers, and we actually do have some users that came in through the platform. That his name is TSM Myth. When he came through on our platform about 3 months ago, he had 13,000 followers on Twitch. In that 3-month time period, he's now one of the biggest Fortnite gamers out there, and he has 2.7 million followers on Twitch alone. So we're extremely excited about the opportunity to identify talent before anybody else can. Also, looking at this 50 days stat, we have a group of power users. They're on pace to spend over 50 full days. So when I say full days, 24-hour periods competing in contests on our platform in a 1-year period. And when you look at that, it's almost 2 months of them straight sitting on their couch, not going to the bathroom, not eating, not doing anything, just playing on the platform. And that's them competing for anywhere from $1 to $7, or not even winning any money at this point. As we ramp that up, we expect that 50-day number to increase drastically as they're really able to start funding their wallets. Quickly here, I just want to show you that there is a competitive landscape that we take a look at here, but what's different about us is we are the only competitor that provides automated verification as well as being title agnostic. So, to touch a little bit more on what separates us from the competition today, we're the only company out there right now that's offering the daily leaderboard contest format. The other competitors out there are saying that I need to compete against Ben in Madden head-to-head, or we need to team against another team, and we have to play in real time. The luxury of what we provide is you're playing against a score, you're playing against a time, you're playing against that leaderboard, where you can do it at your own pace, similar to golf. If you're playing 18 holes, everybody's playing those same 18 holes, so they can do it at their same pace, and that score sits on the leaderboard as well. We have a diversity of contests, so it takes us about 15 minutes to get a new game put on the platform and a new contest set up for that game. Some of our competitors are API constrained, meaning they only have access to a couple of different games. When I say a couple, I mean 4 or 5 different game titles out there that they can run their competitions for. For us, as long as there's a definitive metric on the screen when a person is playing, we can run a contest for that. For us, our Twitch integration is a big aspect here too. We are a social company. We provide the ability for people to engage with their following on Twitch and provide the social ability to grow their Twitch streams, grow their followings, provide content to their followers, and then in turn activate them back our way to become our users as well. Touching on here a little bit are the partnership opportunities. So we're looking to work with brands and video game studios to help us drive our customer acquisition. One brand that we've worked with here is Barstool Sports. And we ran a week-long engagement with them where we ran a $3,000 free to enter Fortnite contest. And during that time period, we drove 2,700 people to sign up and compete. And of the 1,000 people that competed actively in that contest, they generated 269 days of total streaming, which comes out to 6.44 hours per user per week engaging with the Barstool Sports brand. That's something that's super powerful and super appealing to them as a brand, that they're able to capture these individuals for hours during the week here. as well. And then you can take a look here. We have a partnership pipeline where we are going to be running a contest with ESPN Radio St. Louis starting here at the end of the month and do a series of contests with them going forward. We're in talks with Optic Gaming, the Lakers, a couple of video game studios here as well. One that is exciting is Virtual Battlegrounds. They are a VR battle royale game, so similar to Fortnite but through VR. And what they see is the opportunity to launch their game in conjunction with contests on our platform, because we're able to enable streamers, enable streamers that will help them get visibility within their games. Briefly, I want to touch on the team. So we have Ted Stan, who is actually he was our numbers mentor here. He is now our CFO. Ted has been a co-founder of two companies here in St. Louis, GameSight and Top Ops. We have Vault Innovation. Vault is our tech partner. They are based out of Chicago, and the engineers are actually in Springfield, Missouri. We have Ed Dilley. Ed is the CEO of Fog Studios. Fog Studios is the original video game agency established in 1979. There are ace in the hole to every single video game studio and publisher out there, as they have 20, 30 plus years of experience working with these companies. And then we have Mark Heligman, another Stadia Connect for us. So we're going to be working with Y-Axis Sports, where Mark has over 25 years of experience working with corporate sponsors and coupling them with celebrities through engagements. We're going to be driving the relationships of the corporate brands, coupling them with celebrities and driving them through engagements on our platform here as well. What we're here for today is we're raising $2 million to support 18 months. We're going to be utilizing those funds to really dive into our product. There are a couple of core things that we want to clean up on our end, but we want to explore how we can provide a better experience for the brands, the video game studios, as well as our users on the platform. The lion's share of our funding is going to go to our user acquisition and our marketing. For us, it is important for us to gather our users, to achieve critical mass in terms of our users in this current round. That is the majority of what our investment is going towards. And then we're also going to be building out our team. So we're going to be hiring internally to help build out that GamerzArena team, where we're going to be dedicating and executing upon our user acquisition strategy. Thank you guys so much.